Okay, hello guys. Welcome to our Python bootcamp series. Okay, so here this is episode 6. Okay, so we are going to continue our Python bootcamp series. So I have already finished lots of topics. Okay, and if you have a if you don't have any idea, then you can go and check my playlist. I already mentioned in my description of this video, or you can check if any video related to the Python, there you can check in the description. I already mentioned link. Okay, so go and watch my playlist. So here in this video we are going to learn introduction to the conditional statement, if statement, else statement, elif statement, okay, nested condition statement, or practical example, or common error and best practice. Okay, so conditional statement help you uh, conditional statement help your program make decision. Okay, you can tell Python, if the condition is true, do this, otherwise do something else. Okay, so if statement. Okay, so what is if statement? The if statement check a condition here, whether age is greater than or equal to 18. If the condition is true, the indented code uh, run. Okay, so I'm just showing how can you run like code. I'm just going to share my screen with you. I hope my screen is visible to you. Okay, so here you can see if statement. If the statement check a condition here, okay, whether age is greater than or equals to 18. Okay, so here I'm just going to write code. Age is equals to 20. Okay, here I'm going to apply if statement. If age greater than equals to 18 colon. Okay, like if we define any condition, the condition anywhere, then after finishing condition we need to write colons. Okay, here print you are allowed to vote in the election. Okay, so here whether age is greater than or equals to 80, if the condition is true, the intended code below it run. So here you can see I'm just going and select my virtual environment. Here this is the variable age equals to 20, and here I'm going to define one condition, age greater than 80. If it is your age greater than 80, then you can allow to give a vote in an election. Okay, so you are allowed to vote in the election. Okay, I hope you got it. Here you can see age greater than 18. Okay, so true. Now I'm going to use else condition. The else block run when the if condition is not true. Okay, so here I have if condition that is true. Okay, if a statement execute when your first condition is true, or you can say if condition is true inside the if block. Okay, if your condition is not true, then else block will be executed. Okay, so here I'm going to write code. Age equals to 17. Okay, and here you can see if age is less than 13. Okay, print you are child. You are a child, else oh, if age less than 13, print you are a child. Okay, otherwise elif is greater than 18. Okay, then it will print what? You are a teenager. You are a teenager. Okay. So here you can see if your age is less than 13, then it will print you are a child. If your age less than 18, then it will print you are a teenager. Okay. So we can also write another else block. This is for else, another block for else, not for if. Okay, here I'm going to write, otherwise it will print you are an adult. You are an adult. So here you can see age equals to 17. If age is less than 13, then it will print you are a child. Here you can see. Otherwise, in next condition, if this condition is not true, okay, then it will move here. And if age is less than 18, then you are a teenager. Okay. If if these both condition is not true, then it will execute this condition, you are an adult. Okay, I hope you got it. Now I am going to run this code. Okay, so it said that you are a teenager. Okay, because age equals to 17. Okay, and age is less than 18, so it will execute this condition. Because here uh, it it is going to check 17. 17 is less than 13. No, fail this condition, so we can skip this condition here. Okay, here we need to check 17 is less than 18. Yes, this is true. That's why it is going to print you are a teenager. Okay, if you write something different here like 87. Okay, so then what is what is happening here? So here you can see it will print you are an adult. Okay, so we can check condition one by one. We have 87 here. 87 is less than 30. No, again I'm going to write here. Oh, here 87 is less than 18. No, so both condition fail. Okay, these conditions are not true. Then what will happen here? It will print you are an adult. Okay, so it will execute this condition, else print you are an adult. I hope you got it. Okay, now we move in elif statement. Elif stand for else if it let you check multiple condition one by one. Okay, so here I am going to write code. Guys, this is for elif condition. Okay, here I am going to use elif. I already explained it with you. Okay, age equals to age is greater than. Okay, so we are going to. I already explained this. Elif stand for else if it let you check multiple condition one by one. Okay, so here we can check if this condition is not true, then we move here. Okay, if these both condition are not true, then we move here. Okay, so I just need to copy it and paste it here. 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 Elif statement allow you to check multiple condition. Okay, it stand for else if. Okay, so here I'm going to write again. Okay, age equals to I just need to copy these things. If age equals to 17, I'm going to write 17 here. If age less than 13, if age is less than 13, okay, print you are a child. You are child. Okay, else print you are a minor. you are a minor. Okay, so here I am giving age equals to 17 here. Okay, this is the variable. Now here I am moving here. If age is less than 13, so 17 is less than 13. No, false. Okay, so we can skip this condition. Okay, then it will print this, you are a minor. Okay, if first condition is not true, then it will execute else block. Okay, so if you are doing this, like if you have age equals to 14. Okay, so I got a result, you are a minor. I think I need to give here 10. Okay, so it will give you, you are a child. Okay, so here you can check 10 is less than 13. Oh yes, this is less than from 13. Okay, then it will print, you are a child. Okay, I hope you got it. I already explained these things. Elif statement, if this condition is not true or this condition is not true, if first condition is not true, then we are going to check here. Okay, if if these condition, these both not true, then it will execute this last condition, else block. Okay, here I am going to use nested condition. What is nested statement? Okay, so you can put one if or else statement inside the another to check more than one condition at once. Okay, so here I am going to write code for nested. Okay, so here number equals to int integer input. Here I am going to pass enter the number. If number is greater than 0, okay, then print the number is positive. Okay, if number is greater than 0, then number should be positive. Okay, if I'm going to write again, if number is divided by 2 and got 0 in remainder, so it will print the number is even. Okay, and here in else print number is odd. Okay, the number is odd. Otherwise else print the number is negative. The number is 0 or 0 or negative. Okay, so here first of all it will ask you number equals to int input. Okay, so here I need to enter number, so it will ask you. Okay, so I need to enter here one number. Okay, so here if I am going to enter here -1. Okay, then enter. So it will execute this condition. The number is 0 or negative. Okay, so first of all I got -1, number equals to -1. Then here I need to check condition. If -1 1 is greater than 0, no. Okay, here then we need to skip this condition. Okay, if number is greater than 0, then we need to check this condition. Okay, and here we need to also skip this condition, this condition. Okay, then it will execute this condition, print the number is 0 or negative. Okay, again I'm going to run this code. Okay, here I'm going to pass 5 and enter. Okay, so here this will give you the number is positive or number is odd. Okay, so here first of all I need to go here, then I need to check 5. 5 is greater than 0. Yes, this is greater than 0. Then we need to print this is positive. Okay, here the number is positive. Again here I'm going to check this condition. If number is divided by 2. Okay, so here 5 divided by 2, I got 0 in remainder. No, this condition also fail. Okay, if this condition is fail or we don't have any negative number or 0 number, then this condition will execute. Okay, now I'm going to rerun again, and here I'm giving 8. Okay, so here first of all I need to check here 8. Okay, 8 is greater than 0. Yes, yes. Then it will print positive. Here I am going to check 8 number that is divided by 2. I got reminder 0. Yes. Then it will print this condition. The number is even. Okay. Then after this, uh, uh, I got output here. Okay. And these condition will fail because the number is odd and the number is negative. Our number is not negative or 0. Okay, so if our number is 0 or negative, then it will print this condition. Okay, if it is odd, then it will print this. Okay, if it is even, then it will print this. Okay, if it is negative, then print this. Okay, if it is positive, then print this. Okay, I hope you got it. Now I am going to write here leap year checker. We can check the year is leap or not. Okay, like if you need to enter 1 year like 2016, 2020, 2021. Okay, so we can check the year is leap or not. Okay, so here I'm going to write code. Year equals to integer. Here I'm just passing input. And here inside the input, I need to pass enter the year. If year is divided by 4 is equals to 0. If we are going to divide year by 4, or if we got reminder equals to 0, then we follow this condition. Again we are going to check year is divided by 100 and I got reminder 0. Then I need to print year is leap. Year is leap year. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is the variable name, year is the leap year. Okay, now if it is not divided by 100 or not divided by 4 or we don't get any any reminder that is equals to 0. Okay, then it will execute else condition. Okay, if our first condition is not true, or you can say if our first condition is false, then it will print what? Print year, comma, is not a leap year. Okay, otherwise we can use this condition else. Oh yeah, one I missed one condition here. If leap year is divided by 4, if leap year is divided by 100, then I need to write also same thing here. I need to copy. Okay, if leap year is divided by 400 or got reminder equals to 0, okay, I'm just managing indentation 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, print year is leap year. Okay, else here I just need to move this in else. Okay, and move this print here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this else should we come here. Okay, I'm going to print year, comma, is a leap year. Okay, and here else colon print year, comma, is not a leap year. Okay, so you can see here year equals to integer and input, so we are going to enter 1 year here. Okay, like you can give any number in year like 2020, 2015. Okay, and so if year is divided by 4 and got 0, okay, again we need to check one condition. This year is also divided by 100 and we got 0 here. Again, after this I need to check this condition. If these three condition is true, then it will print this is a leap year. Okay, okay, if these like if this condition is not true, okay, these condition not true, these, then it will print this is not a leap year. Okay, or here this will print uh, the year is leap over here if year is not leap year. Okay, so here I have this condition here, these condition inside the uh, this if statement. Okay, if air is divided by 100 and equals to 0. Now after this we need to check this condition. Okay, and here you can see this condition, else and if and else. Okay, here both are inside this if condition. Okay, so here if air is divided by 100, sorry, divided by 4 and got 0, or if this condition is true, then it will give you air is leap year. Okay, otherwise it will give you not leap year. Okay, so I'm just showing you one example. Here I'm just giving 2020. Enter. Okay, so this is a leap year. Okay, you can check here. Here equals to 2020 divided by 4 and got 0 and in reminder. Okay, and here also you can divide it by 2020 divided by 100, you got 0. Okay, and also you can divide 2020 you got 0. This is 2020. Okay, so it will give response. This is a leap year. Okay, all three condition is true. Okay, 2020 divided by 400 and 400 and I got reminder as 0. Okay, so it will print this condition. Okay, now again I'm going to check for 2019. I need to remove these things. Here I'm just passing 12019. Okay, so this year is not a leap year. So everything I am going to check here. Okay, if 2019 is divided by 4 or got reminder 0, no, this will fail. This will also fail. Year 2019 divided by 100 and got 0. Okay, here again I'm going to check 2019 divided by 400, I got 0. No, this condition also I need to skip. Okay, and this is also not execute. Okay, because this condition will fail. Everything will fail here. This if condition is fail, then it will execute this condition. Okay, I hope you got it. We can check with another year. Okay, 2022. I need to enter. This is not a leap year. 2000. So you can check here. 2022 divided by 4 is giving you 0 reminder. Okay, you can also check here. You can also check here, and it will execute this condition. Okay, here I think it is divided by 4. Okay, or here you can also check, but this condition is not match because we don't like we will, I mean, if one condition is fail here. Okay, if one condition is fail, then it will print this. Okay, here is not a leap year. Okay, now I am going to move simple. I'm going to write code for simple calculator. Okay, here I am going to write number 1. This is a variable. I'm going to pass float, and inside it I'm going to pass input. Okay, and here I just need to write enter first number colon, and here after this I am going to write number 2 that is also in float, enter a second number. Enter a second number. And here I am going to use operations, perform the operations. Okay. If operation is equals to plus in quotes, okay, then result equals to number 1. I am going to add number 1 plus number 2. Okay, like if you have operation equals to plus sign. Okay. Oh, here I also missed one line. I need to write operation. Okay, operation equals to input enter operation. Enter operation like what? You can enter plus, you can enter minus, you can enter multiply, or you can enter division. Okay, so these are the operation we can enter. Okay. Okay, if you have two numbers, this is for first number, you need to enter first number. Here you need to import second number, and you need to enter plus operation. Okay, so if operation equals to plus operation, I missed O from here. Okay. Okay, then result equals to number 1 plus number 2. Okay, so it will add both numbers, number 1 and number 2. Okay, elif if operation equals to not plus, then it will go here in elif condition. If operation elif operation equals to minus, okay, then result equals to number 1 subtract with number 2. Okay, again I am going to write code for product. Okay, so elif operation equals to this is used for multiplication. Okay, x6. If operation equals to x6, then I got in result what? Result equals to these number multiplied by each other. Okay, and again I am going to write other operations. I just need to copy and paste it here. If elif. Okay, so here I need to pass division. Okay, and here it will give you division. Okay, number 1 divided by number 2 in result. Okay, and okay, by using division, I'm going to write operation divided by. Okay, I am using division here, and here I can also check one condition. Okay, if number 2 is not equals to 0, if number 2 is not equals to 0, then result equals to result equals to number 1 divided by number 2. Else result is equals to inter not inter error division by 0. Okay, if number is not equals to 0, then we can divide. If you will enter 0 here, then it will give you this error. Okay, error division by 0. Otherwise, if you haven't, like, if you we don't put operations plus minus or multiplication or division, then if you if you enter any like hash at the rate or end operator, then it will give you error here. Then it will say invalid operator. Here result equals to invalid operations. Okay, I am going to execute here. I just need to enter number one by one. Okay, I'm passing 8. First number is 8 here. I'm just pass 8 here. Okay, I need to enter this. It will ask you for second number. I'm going to pass 2 here. Okay, here I'm just going to pass 2. Okay, again it will ask you for operations. Okay, so here I'm going to enter plus. Okay, so here I haven't got any output. Okay, because I haven't print invalid operations. Okay, wait a minute, I am going. Here you can see I need to enter 8 here and 2 here. Okay, and I can use any of operator like plus and minus or multiplication and division. Okay, if I giving here multiply, then the operation, sorry, first number, here I need to enter first number, that is 20. Second number is 2. Okay, operator is multiply. Okay, so here this is not going to print anything because I need to write one line here. Okay, print the result. So I got, if I ask again 20, again I'm giving 4 and I just want to multiply. Okay, then it will give you 80. Okay, so here first number is 20 and second number is 4. Okay, and I use asterisk. okay, for multiplication. So it will check that operation equals to plus, no, operation equals to minus, so we can skip these conditions. Okay, then it will check, oh, it is x6. Okay, then it will multiply both of these number. Okay, then it will print the result. or or here you can give 0, like I am giving 0. Again I am giving 0, and I am use division. Okay, then it will give you error division by 0. Okay, here I am going to provide 0, first number equals to 0 and second number equals to 0, and here I am using division. Okay, so our operation is division, so we can skip this condition. We also can skip these conditions. Okay, these conditions are not true, then it will execute, oh, this is the division operation. Okay, then here again it will check number is not equals to 0, but our number is 0, then again it will skip this. Okay, otherwise it will give you error division by 0. Here you can see. Okay, and you can give any other operations we don't have in our code, like you give here at the rate. Okay, so it will give you invalid operations. Okay, because we don't have any at the rate in our operations. Okay, I hope you got it. Now again I am going to write code for ticket price based on the age and student status. Okay, so determine the ticket price based on the age and whether the person is student. Okay, ticket pricing based on the age and the student status. Okay, so here I am going to write code. I just need to copy these things again. Okay, so here I'm just writing age integer input, enter your age. Okay, and here I'm going to enter, is you student or not, is student. Student should be in, oh, this is an input integer. Okay, here we can give pool enter are you a student? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, so here I need to enter age, and here I need to give that you are a student or not. Okay, is lower, it will convert into a lower. Now determine ticket price. If age is less than 5, price equals to free, because you are a child, because your age is less than 5. Okay, here I am going to define condition. If you are not a child or your age is not less than 5, then we need to execute this condition elif. Okay, here age is less than equals to 12. Okay, then price equals to in double quotes $10. Okay, if your age is less than 12, then price equals to $10. Okay, if your age is not equals to 12, then both these condition will not true. We can execute another condition, that is elif age is less than equals to 17, then it will check another condition. If your age is less than 17, then it will ask you, you are a student or not. Is student equals to s. Okay, then price equals to $12. Okay, if you are not a student, then we will execute this condition, else. Okay, else your price is equals to $15. Now again I am going to check elif age is less than equals to 64, then I need to check condition, is student is equals to s. Okay, then price will be $18. Else price will be price equals to $25. Now again I'm going to write else condition, else price is equals to $20. Print ticket price, comma price. So here I am going to use boolean, it is correct or not. Should I remove this bool, because we are giving is student equals to s. Should I give here string str? I'm just checking. Okay, so here enter age, I'm going to enter 12. Okay, after this, are you a student, yes or no? I'm just going to write yes. Okay, so what I got, ticket price is $10. Okay, so here it will check Uh, age. What I wrote in age here, I haven't remember. Okay, I'm just giving here 2 year. Okay, and here I'm wrote like no, I am not a student. Okay, so here if age is less than 5, then your ticket will free. Okay, it will check here. I given age equals to 2 here. That is less than 5. Okay, this condition will true, then it will print your price free. Okay, again we need to check another condition. Our age is 12, no 13. Okay, and you are a, if your age is 13, here you can check uh, your age is 13, then it say you are a student or not, then I'm say no. Oh, I'm giving here no. Okay, so ticket price is $15. Okay, so here you can see I gave here my age equals to 13. Okay, this condition will fail. Okay, 13 is not less than 5. Okay, here again it will check this condition. 13 is less than equals to 12. No, this condition is also fail. Okay, now again I'm going to check this condition is 13 is less than equals to 17. Yes, yes, again it will ask you if you are a student, then price will be 12. Okay, I said that I am not a student. No, I already entered no, then it will print this $15. Okay, hope you got it. Now again we can check with age equals to 60. Okay, and giving here it asks you that you are a student. Yeah, I'm saying yes. Okay, here you can see 60 is less than 5. No, again checking 60 is less than 12. No. Okay, again going to check here 16 is less than 17. No. So all of these condition will not true. Okay, these condition is false here. Okay, then it move here. Here 60. 60 is less than equals to 64. Yes. Yes, and I'm saying yes, I am a student. I already give as here. Okay, then it will print price equals to 18. If you are not a student but your age is 16, okay, then it will print 25. Okay, or if we don't met with these conditions, okay, then it will print this price equals to 20. Okay, so I hope you got it. I'm not going to rerun it again. Okay, so here simple login system. Okay, these are a very long examples, it took a time. Calculate a employee bonus on their performance rating and year of service. Okay, so here you can see employee bonus. I'm going to calculate employee bonus. Okay, so calculate an employee bonus based on their performance rating and year of service. Okay, so here year of service. Okay, year of service equals to integer. Here I'm going to pass import, and inside this I'm just entering enter year of service. Okay, And here I'm going to define another variable, that is performance rating or rate. I'm just starting rate, performance rate. Okay, performance rate should be in float, 2.5, 5.5. Okay, whatever. Input, enter the performance rating. Enter the performance rating. Enter the performance rating. Okay, ratings would be in from 1.0 to 5.0. Okay, these are the user inputs. Take user inputs. Okay, here I just need to paste it here. Okay, and now I am going to determine the bonus percentage. Okay, so here you can see if performance rating performance rate, you can say performance rate is greater than equals to 4.5. Okay, then I need to check one condition. If year of service is greater than 10, if year of service is greater than 10, okay, then you got bonus percentage. Okay, so bonus percentage equals to 20. Else year of service year of service. Oh, this is not a else because we are going to define multiple condition. That's why I need to write elif. Elif year of service is greater than 5, colon. I need to write here percentage because it is giving error. Bonus percentage. Okay. Elif year of service is greater than 5, then bonus percentage is equals to 15. Okay, so here performance rate is greater than 4.5, then it will check year of service is greater than 10, then bonus is equals to 20%. If year of service is less than 5, then bonus percentage equals to 15. Okay, else if these condition will not true here, if these condition false, then it will execute this else condition. Okay, bonus percentage equals to 10. Okay, now I am going to write another condition. Elif performance rate is greater than equals to 3.5, colon. Here I am going to check another condition. Okay, if year of service is greater than 10, if year of service is greater than 10, then you got bonus, that is bonus in percentage. If year of service is greater than 10, okay, bonus percentage is 15. Okay, so here I'm going to write another condition inside this. If year of service is greater than 5, okay, then you got bonus percentage is equals to 10. Okay, otherwise if these conditions are not true, okay, then we will need to execute this else block. Okay, so bonus percentage is equals to 5, that much less 5. Okay, here I am going to another condition, else bonus percentage equals to 0. Oh. Okay, so here you can see I have three conditions. Okay, first one, this, if performance rate is greater than 4.5. Okay, and second condition is if performance rate is 3.5 greater than equals to 3.5. Okay, and these are the condition inside this if condition. This is our main if condition. Okay, and these are the condition of inside the this if statement block. Okay, so here first of all I need to match this, like if performance rate is greater than 4.5, then we need to check year of service is greater than 10. Okay, if you have year of service is greater than 10, then you got bonus equals to 10 20. Okay, if your year of service is not it's greater than 10, okay, or if your year of service is greater than 5, then you got bonus 15%. Okay, if these conditions are not going to true in this statement, if block, then it will execute this condition, bonus percentage equals to 10. Okay, so these are the main condition. First one, this else, sorry, this if conditions. Okay, and this elif condition, and this else condition. Okay, so we have these three main if, elif, or else conditions. Okay, and this is the in these condition are inside the if block. Okay, and these condition inside the else block. Okay, so here we need to check first condition, that our performance rate is greater than 4.5, then we need to check. Okay, if it is not true, then it will print this. Okay, okay, if these are true, then it will give you bonus equals to 20% or bonus equals to 15. Okay, according to your condition match, what condition will match your data. Okay, otherwise if this condition will not match, okay, then it will execute this condition, performance rate is greater than equals to 3.5. Okay, if you have performance rate equals to greater than 3.5, so here first of all I need to check performance rate is equals to is greater than equals to 3.5. No, so we need to skip whole whole if condition. Okay, now I move here, and here I'm going to check if year of service is greater than 10, then bonus equals to 50%. If year of service, if this condition is not true, then I need to move here. Okay, if year of service is greater than 5, then I got bonus equals to 10%. Okay, if these both conditions are not true, then it will give bonus percent from else statement, that is bonus percent equals to 5. Okay, so if we don't met with these two conditions, okay, if uh, like if we have performance rate equals to 0, okay, then it will check here a performance rate is equals to greater than equals to 0. No, this condition is not match. Okay, so we need to skip this condition again. And here I'm going to check again. 0 is greater than equals to 3.5. Okay, because our performance rate equals to 0. Okay, so this condition also skip. Okay, and here execute this block, else block, bonus percentage equals to 0. Okay, I hope you got it. Now I am going to calculate its bonus. How do I calculate? Now salary equals to float, and here I'm just passing input. I need to enter current salary. And here I am going to calculate bonus percentage. Bonus percentage. So bonus percentage equals to salary multiply with bonus percentage. Bonus percentage is divided by 100. Okay, now I am going to print here in double quotes bonus amount. Okay, bonus amount in dollar, colon. I'm going to calculate it in a float. Okay, so that's why I need to write 0.2f. Okay, after this dot format, here I am giving bonus amount. Okay, this is bonus amount. Okay, bonus amount. I just need to write praise year of service. I'm just giving 2 year. No, or 3.3 or 3.4. Okay, invalid 3.4. So we need to give performance rate like 4.5 or 3.5. Enter year of service. So here year of service I need to Write in a 5 year. Okay, then I need to enter the performance rating from 1.0 to 5 points. So here performance is 4.4. Okay, enter current salary. Current salary is 40,000. Okay, then you got bonus amount $2,000. Okay, so here you can check. I give 4.4. Okay, here. So I need to check like if our performance rate is greater than or equals to 4.5. Okay, so we need to check these conditions one by one. If this condition is true, then we don't need to check these conditions. Okay, and if this condition is not true, then we need to check here. Okay, so here you can give performance and here check year of service. Okay, now I am going to move on one another code. This is the last code. Code is user login system. Okay, so here I'm going to define stored user equals to admin and stored password equals to password 123. Okay, predefined username and password. These are the predefined username and passwords. And here take user inputs. So here username equals to input enter username. Okay, here again I am going to define another user input, that is password. Password equals to input enter password. Okay, then check login credential here. If username equals to stored underscore user, stored user. Okay, if username equals to a stored user, here if I'm going to check another condition, if password is equals to stored password, then print login. Okay, else it will print incorrect password. else it will print user username not found. Okay, so here this is the code. I already stored username and user password here. Okay, so here I'm just taking user input, username equals to input username here, enter username here, and password, enter the user password. Okay, so here I'm going to run it. Okay, so here I'm going to pass wrong username. Here this is I'm going to pass Nidhi. Okay, and enter password. I'm just going to write 123. Okay, so both here it will going to check. Okay, if username Nidhi I already passed here, that is equals to admin. Okay, after this condition it will going to check. I already enter 123. Okay, so this part of password is equals to this password. No, so I need to skip this condition. Okay, then it will print. I need to skip these condition because username also not match and password also not match. Okay, then it will print username not found. Okay, so if you write username correct, okay, admin, I'm just going to write enter here admin. Okay, and giving password wrong 345. Okay, then it is said that incorrect password. Okay, so here it will check admin if username equals to stored username. Okay, so I enter username equals to admin. Here it will going to check admin. Okay, so admin equals to admin. So this condition is true, but it will going to check again the password 345. No, because I have stored password 123. So it will show you then this condition will skip, and then it will print this. Here you can see incorrect password. Okay, and if you rerun again, and here you need to enter admin again, you need to enter this password here. Okay, then you got output login. You successfully login because you enter correct admin name and password also. Here this will check user equals to stored user, yes. Then again check password is equals to stored password, yes. 123. Okay, so these conditions are true. Okay, then it will print login. I hope you got it. So these are the common mistake: forgetting indentation after if else or if elif or else block, using equals to instead of equals to. This is assignment. Okay, we can assign any variable by using this. Okay, assignment versus comparison. Writing an unrelated statement under the same indentation label. Okay, so use for space for indentation. Keep condition simple and readable. Use nested if only when necessary. Add comment for clarity. Okay.